Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I don't like to be negative in my videos unless, in this case, it involves the safety of people. Watch what's going to happen here with these young boys trying to lift this lift off of the trailer. The company sent these boys out with this truck. First of all, let me explain. My son was working on a pickup a while back, and I was sitting in the in the shop watching him, and I saw it start slipping, and it slipped off the jack, and nobody was hurt. My grandson was out there, and I was out there, and he was not underneath the vehicle. So that's when he decided it must be time to get a lift, because he has this little side job where he works on people's vehicles and does an excellent job. He is very thorough in everything he does, and it's just kind of a side job. He calls his little so-called business GUNNI BUILT, and it's in the Phoenix area. If you're in especially South Phoenix, there he's given the guy some frozen vegetables to put his finger. It got smashed when the other kid said to go ahead and lower it. They were not organized. But I felt bad for those boys because they're barely over teenage, and the company set them out with this truck. Now you'll notice the truck has no tail lights, or the trailer has no tail lights, no license, and there was only 3 lugs on one of the wheels. And then the truck they're driving has expired expired licenses. They were supposed to bring it last week. This is recorded on the 4th of July weekend, and I won't go into details, but so it was delayed a week. And then they were supposed to get there at 2 o'clock Friday on the 4th of July weekend. Well, they didn't show up until about 4:30. And then as I watched them work, I could tell that they had no idea how to turn a wrench. My grandson knows more than they seem to, and I won't go into details, but if we were to have just let them build it, it wouldn't have been safe, because the bolts weren't tightened really tight. And for one thing, they got there at 4:30, and they were there till 8. And the only thing they did was get the 2 posts standing upright, and one with a bolt fastened to the floor so they wouldn't fall over. But the rest of the bolts were not in, and nothing was installed. And just in case you're wondering what the name of the company is, it's on the back of their shirts. So I wouldn't deal with that company if I was looking for a lift, if you're in that Phoenix area. Probably not too many people watch my videos that are looking for a lift. But anyway, so it's dangerous. It would have been a much dangerous thing to use. So the next morning, Saturday morning, my son, who has already built 2 other lifts in his lifetime, decided he'd go ahead and finish the job. Can you see those guys standing up there putting that wire up? And then he also likes to involve his children. And so there's my little grandson, his son, helping him do the things that he's able to do. And there he is putting the arms on the lift. He already did the other side, and I thought, well, I'm going to film him doing part of the work. And so he likes this kind of work. He knows what he's doing. He's not stupid, and he's good at handling a wrench. By the way, he knows that you put your hand on the end of the wrench to get the most leverage and those kind of things. So his dad was just letting him go ahead and do the work, and it took him a while. And but he did get it done, and it's always a good feeling when you succeed like that. So he's smart and strong, and lots of fun to hang around with. So they finally got it all put together. I kind of just filmed everything and watched, and we did have a little accident. Spilled some hydraulic fluid on the floor. You can see a shiny spot there, but got it all put together. And it was finally time to test it out and to see if it was gonna work. So here we go. And by the way, like I said, my son make sure that he does everything right. And there it is. It's working and coming up. And of course, then everything worked. And so it was time to test it out. Well, there's his youngest daughter who he is going to let do all the work so that she can learn how to teach her boyfriend how to rotate tires. This is her first time using the lift. She has no idea how to use it. But by the time they're through, this is the 4th of July weekend. By the time they're through, she'll be able to teach her boyfriend how to rotate his tires. And then my son loves working on cars, and he loves working with his kids. And her older sister turned out to be a good mechanic. She's got 2 Jeeps and is restoring a vehicle out in the yard where my son lives here. And so there we go, raising it up, and she's going to know how to do that without having help one of these days. And of course, the lift makes everything safe because you put something up on a jack, it's liable to fall off. But these lifts are designed, that lift will lift a 5,000 pound truck. So anyway, so she's learning how to rotate tires, and my son is having the time of his life. He was very happy. I want to thank you for watching this video, and God bless.